The two mathematical components of motion are change in position and change in time. Let's talk a little bit about what time means to a physicist. This change in time component is what differentiates motion from distance or displacement. When dealing with distance or displacement, we don't know how much time the object took to travel along a path. We're merely concerned with the path's length. However, time is important when you're talking about motion. Think about it like this. Distance is concerned only with the end position and the start position, and the shortest distance between them. Distance is a little bit different because it's concerned with the start position, the end position, and the path between them. Motion goes a step further. Motion is concerned with the actual change in position of the object. How did it travel through space and time? What is the object's rate of change of position? There are a handful of quantities used to describe motion mathematically. All of these quantities involve time because each is a rate. A rate is a measure of how quickly a quantity changes in time, or a measurement of change with respect to time. What does it mean to be with respect to time? This phrase, which is common in physics, describes the comparison of change in one quantity or variable to change in another. Let's say, for example, I'm eating Skittles and M&Ms. If I eat 2 M&Ms for every 1 Skittle, I could say that my M&M consumption with respect to my Skittle consumption is 2 M&Ms for every 1 Skittle. When you hear the phrase with respect to, you can replace it with the phrase per unit of. So I could say my rate of M&M consumption with respect to my Skittle consumption is 2 units of M&Ms per 1 unit of Skittles. This is often written as a fraction like this. We'll talk more about these fractions later. This same syntax applies to changes in position with respect to time. If I travel 12 miles per every 1 hour, my change in position, 12 miles, with respect to the change in time, 1 hour, is 12 miles per hour. 12 miles per 1 hour. This value, 12 miles per hour, represents my motion because it compares distance or displacement to how long my journey took. Let's review a bit. Motion is the process of changing position over the course of a time interval. Motion is usually measured as a rate of change of time with respect to position, so the change in position is compared to the time passed. There are two main types of motion, called rotation and translation. The Earth rotates and translates at the same time because it spins around the sun and rotates around its axis at the same time. This wraps up our chats about what motion is. Next up is how to describe it with math. See you soon!